bad week. I'll say that. You've had a bad week. And
crazy week.
Yeah, and we wanted to talk about that a little bit, and we will right now. Why not? We'll talk about it right now. As you know, Tiffany is fairly new to the show. You've been on the show for how long now?
A couple months.
Couple months now. Love having you here. You were part of the station when it first started.
Right, I was the program manager.
You were the program manager. When we got on the station, you were hooked up with Nolan, and I don't mean hooked up, he's married, but hooked up into the business together. You guys were making this happen, and now it's going, and everything's good. And you left for a little while.
Right. I took about, 5-6 months off?
Something like that, yeah. I mean, and at that time you were out in the comedy scene. You were doing stand-up. You were getting involved in the open mics. You were really getting involved in comedy, as well as your, martial arts death squad that you have of small death squad people. Right. So in that time when you left, you were dating a guy, and he actually had a show here on the network.
No, what was the show called?
I don't even know. Was it religious something, spiritual hour or something?
Oh, For Christ's sake.
For Christ's sake. Okay, right. And now, did you meet him here?
Yeah, I actually met him here. Nolan introduced me to him because then he came in like he was like the marketing person for the station.
Oh, that's right. He was in the initial meeting and he was going to be the marketing person.
That's why we've got so many sponsors now.
Yeah, he didn't do it.
Right.
He's a slacker all around.
So, and the first time I met the guy is kind of a slicky sort of, he reminds me of an evangelist. I mean, he's got that evangelist.
He used to be a preacher, yeah.
Exactly.
He was an evangelist.
Right, and he looks like an evangelist. He had the hair, he had so much product in his hair.
He looked like Heat Miser.
Right, that's what the first thing I called him was Heat Miser. It just popped into my head, and that's, for me, that was it. He was no longer who he was Heat Miser. I never called him that because I don't know how he would have handled it, and he would have smited me in some religious way, but his hair sticking straight. So you and him ended up having a relationship. Didn't turn out well for you. Didn't work out well. Right. Now you're done. How long has it been since you're done?
I think I broke up with him. It was before Easter, so I think it was like March.
So it's been
March.
4 months, 5 months.
Yeah, it's been a while, yeah.
Well, not really though. In breakup time.
I mean, I forgot that I forget that I went out with him. What? I blocked it out. Like every now and then something pops up. Like the other day.
Hey, Chris just had epiphany that guys' breakup time is a hell of a lot longer than girls' breakup time.
I know, really.
Well,
damn, 3 months. She's like, who?
Sensitive.
She's like, who is? I don't remember that. Dude, what do you look like? This is a picture of him. It's fuzzy. I don't know. Where do you live? Do you have a nice car? What was his car? Tell me the car.
Well, relatively. I mean,
look, if I'm really into somebody, it take a year.
It was a very short relationship, really. I mean, anything less than 6 months is a short relationship. I mean, I've been married. And
but
I've had a 3-year relationship. I mean, so for like.
You forget that guy too? Did you?
Wow.
No,
what's his name?
Yeah, what's his name?
What's his name?
Mike.
Okay, she got Mike. Ooh, but she said that with zest and. No, but I mean, there's got to be some guys that you dated for just a short amount of time but had a big impact on you, right? That you still think about from time to time.
I guess.
You are cold. You're cold inside.
I have better things to do than worry about boys.
Holy crap! All right. You were so close to being a lesbian. No, but that's fine.
What?
No.
I don't know. Who knows? Stranger things have happened.
A vagina scared me.
So the only reason I bring it up is because you're done with this guy, and you had a feeling he's kind of been checking you on a line, keeping tabs on you.
When we were together, he hacked into my Facebook.
Right, one of those kind of
Yahoo,
sleeping with the enemy guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but was he like
went through my phone, and he's like, "Who's this?"
When I say sleeping with the enemy, I mean the movie. You saw the movie, right, with Julia Roberts? Was he one of those guys where the cans had to be all arranged perfectly and the towels in his house? Was he like that?
I'm kind of like that.
Oh wow.
I'm very OCD in that way.
She made up the other half of the sleeping. Together you were one sleeping with the enemy. So it didn't work out. You dust him. You're like, boom, he's gone. But he still keeps tabs. And so just recently, somebody just pops something on your Facebook.
Yeah, someone said to me, they're like, oh, have you seen his blog?
So he has a blog.
Yeah, well, he has like this really like weird religion thing now going on. Like he has this spiritual like channel. It's like NC Kabbalah. Like if you go on Twitter, it's at NC Kabbalah.
Now what is now?
And he has like 45,000 followers because he took I let him have my Twitter.
That rat bastard.
And I helped him, and he had like 10,000 or 20,000 followers.
Yeah, but now what Kabbalah? That's a religion. Is he into Kabbalah now?
Well, it's New Covenant.
Is it Kabbalah or is it Kabbalah?
It's a whole. It's New Covenant Kabbalah. So it's Kabbalah, which is like a Jewish thing,
right?
With Jesus in it.
New Covenant. What, they just added Jesus to the Jewish thing.
And now he's doing like psychic stuff and numerology and all sorts of like weird extra things.
He's a Da Vinci dude.
Like he's kind of went dark. I think he's gone to the dark side.
Heat Miser has gone to the dark side.
Like what did Mary say? Mary said she's like even Jesus thinks he's creepy.
All
All
right.
right. God also knows there's an astral plane full of demons and fallen angels who made it to second level before losing their way. He's playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah,
That's what he's doing. He's
that's-
I'm pretty sure this was in one of the manuals. You go to the astral plane and you fight a monster with 17 eyes. Good for you. Heat miser.
You cast your fallopian spell. I don't know what the hell.
I'm a druid.
All right, so you're gonna read this thing. Should I preface it by saying like a little?
Well, hold
bit?
on. Wait. I'm going to get
Oh,
there. I'm
no.
gonna
Oh,
get
my
there.
God. Now, the reality is don't have sex or entities will enter you that are too smart for you and they will deceive you and wreck the plan for humanity.
That's the new covenant cabal message?
That's his like thing. Like,
That's his
and
belief.
he wonders why people don't want to.
No, wait a second, though. Did he write that? Or
No,
wrote it.
that's the reality. But he's trying to. You can't explain that to a 2-year-old, so you tell them don't have sex. That's literally what he said.
is this part of... No, wait. Back up.
Oh no, this is
That's
a whole.
not a
This is
part
like
of
his
the
latest
blog
blog
he wrote
post.
Oh,
about
this is his
me.
latest blog.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm getting freaked out.
No.
Why would you even tell a 2-year-old not to have sex? They don't even know what it is.
Is that what he said?
That's what he said. He's like
Wow.
he's wrestling with how you tell a 2-year-old not to have sex. It's like you just don't bring it up yet.
So no, so you didn't preface it. I thought you were reading like the mission statement of the new
No, his
covenant.
mission statement is sex makes you get aliens inside you that wreck humanity.
Okay.
That's why you got to keep 2-year-olds from doing it. They're hot and horny
So-
little 2-year-olds.
That's
Damn, heat miser.
ncabala.org. ncabala.org is
Okay.
like his website.
So, but he sent a message, and you said that this message was directed, you think, at you.
No, they are. Someone said, "Oh, I think this," because he's talking about the first half about the person that started the radio show with him.
Mhm.
Being that's me, and then the
Right.
second half he's calling his son a bitch. So he calls me a bitch and his son a bitch. I'm like,
Yeah, that
I'm
makes
like
sense.
the anti-bitch.
So
So
he
what-
name checks Laszlo.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's-
Right, I know.
He did put
Right, exactly.
Laszlo in it.
Right, so we're gonna get to that. So we're gonna do a little bit of a dramatic reading here. Jordan's gonna do a dramatic reading of that blog post that involves you and him and his son and Steve Laszlo, ironically.
Yeah, Laszlo.
Laszlo's got to get his, what, in there every time he can. We picked a little music out for this. We think you like the music. I think it fits the situation. And so Jordan will do the dramatic reading of
Ladies
Pete
and
Miser's
gentlemen,
blog.
the Double Special Show is proud to present a dramatic reading of You Can't Make Someone a Cowboy Who Ain't, and You Gotta Be a Bitch to Be a Boss. Told you. It is October 2011. I'm into a very successful new venture as a stand-up comic. Parentheses. Really? Period. Really? No, he wasn't. No. I am actually very well received and about to crank it up again and will be working in Vegas in a few months. A lot of meth references from Heat Miser here.
I'm too much.
I am doing a comedy radio show at a place that makes you pay for time. And one of the other comics tells me, why are you paying to perform when you can do your own show for free? Thank you, Steve Laszlo. So it hits me.
They call me Heat Miser. Whatever I touch.
Sorry, I'm listening. So it hits me. I need to be doing spiritual radio. I start with a person that I thought was going to be a great help. No. Now that's interesting. That's an interesting word that he used. Just to back off there for a second, but it reminds me of helpmeet and that whole biblical thing about a woman is like your little slave.
Right.
Oh,
So
yeah.
great help me.
Back the song up so you can get more of that. I love
Very
the best song.
interesting. All right, let's play some more Heat Miser.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be the help. Like I give a crap about his spiritual show.
What? Help me! I thought was going to be a great help. And together we could drive this thing big time. And that other person, and that other person, and that other person has no passion. That other person has nothing to say. That other person has nothing to add. So, that person had to go.
I dumped him.
That person had to go.
I dumped him.
And as soon as they did,
You gotta
the
like-
radio show explodes. Boom! No, I mean really explodes. Kabam! From the very day they left.
And that's because
Well, if it isn't Mrs. Claus. Where's your husband? Out doing
I think if it exploded, by the way, which he doesn't make money for it. If it exploded, it was because all of a sudden he didn't have a girlfriend anymore and he had nothing else to do but a stupid radio show.
All right, let's
Big
do this.
lesson here. You can't make somebody a cowboy who ain't.
You can't tame this cowgirl.
You ain't no cowboy. Someone will either get it and get on board, or they won't.
Mr. Green Christmas, I'm Mr. Sun.
And if they don't get on board, and if they don't get it, or they won't get on board, and they won't get it, get rid of them. Period. They have periods. You get rid of them. It's gross. Oh, sorry. We are into a time of moving and shaking.
Yeah.
Moving and shaking. I've got the shakes. I need more meth. Oh my. Moving and shaking in the spiritual world. There is no time of hand-holding and babysitting. We don't need to sit there and hold the hands of these little babies who are holding us back and have no passion and won't or never get it. No, just do it. Do what you know to do and cut the dead weight and do it your damn self. Negative energy will hold you back, and everything you try to do, you have to get rid of.
I dumped him. That whole article's negative. He's the negative energy.
Oh, some like it hot, I like it.
Then what does he say about his kid?
So I'm doing it again on my own. And it's blowing up big time. Boom! No, I mean really blowing up big.
Kabam!
And I decided to bring someone else into the mix again. Hey, it's a hard world doing it all on your own without a helpmeet. You need a little helpmeet. You can't tell little 2-year-olds not to have sex without a help. Things are going good. Broadcasts are going well, continuing to grow in leaps and bounds. Like a frog. I'm broadcasting like a frog, ladies and gentlemen.
He's paraphrasing.
I don't argue anymore. They did. They argued. I won't.
I didn't argue.
They argued. I won't.
No.
She's arguing right now.
This is why you're alone,
I
Tiffany.
wanted them to do something my way, and it was my broadcast, and they didn't want to do it that way. I said no. They said, and I quote,
Not me. I didn't
they
say
said, and I quote,
He said.
I don't want to be somebody's bitch.
I didn't say that. That was Josh. Josh said that.
You can't tell a cowboy to be nobody's bitch if they ain't no cowboy.
How's the cow?
You got to be a boss before you can be a bitch cowboy. I'm a boss. I'm growing up into a bitch cowboy. That's right, with my help me. And then they stormed out. They showed up about 4 minutes before showtime. I told them.
That's Josh.
Josh. Damn, this thing is wordy. Let's get to the end.
Big lesson here. You have to be a cowboy bitch before you can be a horse that gets ridden by bitch cowboys that are bosses. I don't know how it's just not that simple. This generation, I don't know. I don't know why they don't understand that the bitch cowboys are riding boss horses through the range all day. These 20-somethings do not learn.
I'm a 20-something.
Both these bitches totally joking. Both these bitches totally joking.
Bitch, that made me mad.
Just seeing if you're paying attention, totally joking.
Oh, come now. You
We're
know
in their late
Santa isn't
20s.
on
Hello,
your
people.
payroll.
You don't need to start at the top.
Unfair,
You have to be a support person. You have to be a helpmeet. You need to give me that damn phone. Woman, I will look through that damn phone before you can be the person. I don't care how talented you are. I don't care. I started out as a volunteer youth pastor, bitch. Bitch? I started out as a volunteer youth pastor, bitch. I was telling 2-year-olds not to have sex because they wanted to have sex with me when I was a volunteer youth pastor, bitch.
This might have been a bad idea. I don't know how you're
Yeah,
going to
I moved
reel
up
it
to
in.
volunteer
Reel
assistant
it in.
pastor,
Wrap
then
it
salaried,
Wrap it up.
then salaried assistant pastor, bitches that got paid. And it was good.
Oh, my God.
And then I went to the astral plane and I played Dungeons and Dragons with the monkey. The end. I love everybody. The end. Shut up, bitches.
Give us the song just one more time.
So he does not get, like, what's he talking about?
I don't know. I don't.
That was the most frustrating thing when I read it. And some people wrote some really, like, good comments on it. But
Yeah, read the first comment because that really.
some
was-
lady tells him off.
Yeah,
or-
she
or
totally
man.
did.
In the same voice?
No, just.
Why don't you read it?
Okay, it says, shame on you. You do not deserve to be calling yourself a youth minister. I would not let you near my children with the way you speak so callously of others. Just because someone has a different opinion from yours or won't do things that you want them to do, how you want them to do it doesn't mean you have the right to moan and whine like a spoiled brat.
Oh my God, you are a self-righteous, prissy little bitch. Go on.
You have low esteem, lack confidence, and quite frankly, I have heard your routine and you suck.
She nailed it in this thing. She nailed it.
Yeah, she saw it stand up. Maybe you should try listening to others for a change instead of your own voice. You may learn something. Like you're an egotistical, self-centered whiner who thinks the world owes them. Again, shame on you. Shame on you for your words. For your words are not those expected to be associated with a pastor, especially one dealing with children. The big lesson here is you're a jerk, and your life will never meet your own expectations of fame and popularity until you learn to be a better person, bitch.
Amen.
Wasn't
Yeah,
that
amen.
awesome? Like
Perfect.
how did she know him so well?
Her
Like-
blog
like-
is way better than his blog.
I know. She nailed it. She
Wow, your
nailed
blog screams of insecurities. You need to ask yourself why you feel the need to put others down like this. You continue. It sounds like a stoner.
You continually attempt to talk yourself up. Come on, really? You are really trying hard to convince yourself that you are great, Heat
so
Miser. It sounds like you have been dwelling on this for a while now.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like you've been dwelling. It also sounds like you have some control issues.
They nailed it too. Isn't that amazing?
Is this why you
Well, he kinda
choose
lays
to
it out.
arouse? Is this why you choose to surround yourself with individuals in their 20s?
That's
Did you
awesome.
think they would be easier to mold? Quit spewing negativity into the universe. Counseling is always an option as well.
Oh, nice.
Bam. Yeah, I thought those people really talked well for me.
All right, well, we got a call in. Let's take this call and see what they have to
I
say
hope
about
it's
the
not
Heat
him.
Miser.
Maybe. Who knows? Caller, you're on the air. Welcome to Double Special. Who are we talking with?